Well, chit chat, Kit Kats. Okay, I was just watching the internet thing and came across this thing that says all these influencers are going broke. Well, I thought being an influencer is just influencing somebody else into something better. But, little did I know that an influencer is somebody that's appearing to be rich, wealthy. Now, I guess a lot of these influencers, quote unquote, got a lot of money because they were uploading content to TikTok. Now, who owned TikTok before? Wasn't TikTok just sold? So before they were getting paid, now they're not getting paid. So one of these so-called influencers had a mortgage of $25,000 a month. A month? And now they're getting nothing. So they went from getting thousands and thousands and thousands, I'm talking big money, $35,000, $40,000 a month, to getting, one of them said they got $29 this month. So they've gone out, and I don't get that. If you were making that kind of money, I'd be socking it away in the bank. I would be absolutely socking it away. But they went out and they had to have the brand new cars, big, huge mansions, all big designer bags, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. And now, and running up their credit cards like insane, now they're, having to work and find a minimum wage job to keep a roof over their head. So they're going to wind up losing everything that they had gotten. They got out and party hardy. They go out and spend, $20,000 on a night out with their friends. And I'm just like, going, I can't imagine, having an account where you get that kind of money. $20,000, $30,000 in a month. Well, who's bought TikTok now? Because now they're getting nothing. They're getting bupkis. Okay? They thought they were going to ride Easy Street all this time. And yeah, YouTube you do make some money on YouTube, but not that much. I can tell you it's not that much, okay? I've been doing this for years, and I couldn't keep a roof over my head with what I get from YouTube, okay? So I think, when people have bought where they're not watching any of the ads that are coming up, you don't get paid for that, okay? So they pay monthly to not have to watch the ads. Well, you get paid, I think, on the ads that are seen and how long people watch them, et cetera, et cetera. I don't know how it all works. But, so, really, you don't make that much if you're not, and I'm not going to be selling things on my channel. I'm not making people pay to have, extra content or whatever. So what I make is minimal. It's minimal compared, Now, again, my bags that I have here, they were not thousands of dollars, okay? Definitely not. 100 something. I think my biggest one that I paid for is that crocodile that's on its way sometime, probably tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow, if I'm lucky, I'll get it. But that one I paid $800 for. But, none of them have I paid, $8,000, $10,000 for a bag. And the one that I have, the Hermes that I did buy, that's on the market to be sold, and that will cover the cost of all of my bags. Okay. But again, it was nowhere near, what you pay for those, for those bags anyway. That being said, I had no idea that these influencers were people just getting a ton of money and then just going out and wasting it like insane. My cars that I drive, I have 2 cars. One of them is the little Scion IQ, and I use it more for around town. It's tiny. If you've never seen the Scion IQ, they're really tiny cars. It's kind of like the Fiat 500, like that, tiny like that. Okay, I think they're about the same size. So I use that usually around town. And then my bigger car is the Prius, okay? And, it's the larger Prius. But they're both, like 2012. I'm not buying a brand new car. I don't have car payments. I bought them. I paid them off really rapidly because I didn't want car payments, okay? So that's it. I mean, if you got a car with big car payments, until that car's paid off, you have to have full insurance. Well, I have full insurance on both of my cars anyway. But I don't have, I'm not stuck in car payments, okay? So, what I have, I buy pretty much outright. And my credit cards, I pay a lot of money on them every month because I want to keep them really paid down. I don't want to accumulate. I've never paid the minimum on a credit card. I'll pay 10 times the minimum on them, okay? Because I want to keep them paid down, okay? Now I use them so that if I ever do need to have something and I need to do it, I've got the credit in order to do it, okay? One card I use mainly for gas, keep it for gas, or if I need something, a larger purchase, then I'll put it on there and then pay it off within a couple months, okay? So I, definitely not going to be running them up like crazy. So, that's the way I do it. And like I said, my clothing, I buy a lot of on Amazon. I buy ones that are, like my belt, Hermes style. It's not an Hermes belt, it's an Hermes style, okay? So I buy knockoffs. I buy secondhand clothing. All my bags are used bags, secondhand bags. So, I really do watch my money, okay? So again, I don't understand these influencers that made a lot of money on TikTok. Now, I've never been on TikTok. I don't watch it. Okay, I don't have content anywhere other than on YouTube. So, that's it. That's and like I said, I've been doing this for years and years and years and years. And I'm telling you, you don't make a lot of money because a lot of people now pay not to watch the commercials, which I totally understand. You get commercialed out. You get sick of it. And especially when you're watching ones like these big, huge channels that have got millions of views, and yet in the middle of it, they're still hawking stuff, selling it, and plus subscriptions, plus memberships, plus, and I'm just like, why? Okay? So I don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway, that's the chit-chat this evening. You know, Mr. Mickey, don't be licking that paw. He's got one of his paws, he's licked it until it's raw. I'm going to have to bandage it up again. I bandaged it up yesterday, kept it on all day, but when we went to bed, he managed to pull it off. So I'm going to have to bandage it up again today. And take care of it. He's looking downtrodden now because I just caught him licking it again. Don't be licking that paw, Mr. Mickey. Anyway, on that note, I'll leave that here. You know, I just got the Kelly bag, but I think 9 out of 10, I'm going to turn around and sell that one because, again, I'm finding I don't like the bags that are that structured. I have to carry, again, ostomy supplies and this and that, and I find out that they just don't have enough room in them for what I need to carry. So that one I think is going right back up to be sold as well. So if I find there's something that I get that's not going to serve the purpose for me, that I'm going to turn around and sell it. I'm not just going to keep it here, you know, gaining dust. Okay? I got it for a good price. I'll put it up for, you know, what I got it for, maybe a little less. And so somebody can have it that would enjoy that type of a bag that really suits them. It doesn't, if finding that it's not suiting me. You know, I went to try to put things in it today, and then I saw they're just not going to fit the things I carry on a daily basis, so I decided, you know, I'm going to have to put that one up and sell it. And I'm looking for, again, like a brown. The last one I want to get a brown in like the, you know, the tote type, like these, like the Birkin type style. That one really works well for me. I really like that type, that you can carry it open, or if you're going somewhere where, you know, it's kind of dicey, you can lock it up. So I really like that. So that's what I'm looking for the last one that I can wear that's, you know, open like that. But then if I want to close it, I can. So the Kelly's going to go. I'm finding that, again, the Kelly is not my style. You know, I like bags that are more of a relaxed type of feel to them. And it's not that. It's just too structured for me. So on that note, I'll leave that here. You know, if you get in there and you happen to have a video that goes viral, let's face it, I've never had a video that goes viral. I'm not out there, some young chickie poo half-dressed running around, you know. So I'm not going to get a viral video on the content that I'm doing. But, you know, they get a viral video and make a good amount of money, and then they think that that's going to continue. And when it doesn't, then they are, you know, up a creek. Because, like I said, I don't know who owns TikTok now. because it went from them getting paid for content to now they're getting bupkis. They're getting like, just talk to the hand because I can't hear you. Anyway, on that note, I'll leave that here, and we'll see you online.